Honesty is the best policy. We've heard that a bazillion times, right? Honesty is the best policy, but here's the thing. You can't get your dreams until you're actually like brutally honest with yourself. Like brutally honest with yourself and with God. All right? The Bible says, 10 commandments, thou shalt not lie. It doesn't specify who you're lying to, okay? Lying to yourself is equally bad, all right? And I think that these rules are put in place not to harm you or restrict you, but because they prevent you from getting the life that you want, full of joy and enjoyment. If I'm not honest with myself about what I want, if I don't like look in the mirror and say, I want this thing, why should I ever get this? All right. Like I want this thing. All right. You know what? I'm here one time. I'd like this thing. Whatever it is, maybe it's money, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's fame. You know what? I'd like to experience that. And what I found was that if we trust in the Lord with all our heart and lean not on our own understanding, He will direct our paths, okay? So here's the thing. I've personally struggled with, what if I want something that isn't good? What if I want something that isn't healthy for me? What if I want something that's outside of God's will? This is something that I've really struggled with, and this idea really helps, okay? If I just am honest with God, I want this. I really like this thing. I'm not really sure if I can handle it, if this is a good thing. I'm letting you know I really would like to do this thing. God will figure it out for you because God respects that you're honest. Hey, look, I know you want that huge plot of land, but I feel like that thing isn't good for you. Let me redirect you. And you know what? When we put it in God's hands, it's just better, okay? Hey, God, I really would like to be a famous rapper. I think I could do that. Is that, God, I'd like to just be honest with you and let you know that this is something that I'd like. And I'm trusting in you to carry this out. And if you don't carry it out, then I know that there'll be a reason for it. And if you do carry it out, I know that you will create me into the person, you will mold me into the person that can handle it. And that seems to be how God works in my experience, okay? I may want something, God may say no because that's going to corrupt me. If I get that thing, I may be corrupted. And God is protecting me from that corruption. But I can't find out until I'm honest with God, okay? Maybe God says, sure, you know what, you can have that, but right now, if I give you that thing, you will not be able to handle it, and it will lead to your destruction. And I need to respect that God knows more than I do. Hey, God, I'd love to have 10 baby mamas. Being honest, all right? God, I'd love to have 10 incredibly sexy baby mamas. And you know what? I'm letting you know that I want that thing, and I'm putting that in your hands, God. Maybe that thing, happens. Maybe it doesn't, all right? Maybe I'm not the person that can handle it. Maybe I gotta wait. But the thing is, we wait upon God. We got to be honest with God, okay? Well, if I pretend like I didn't want that thing, then there's nowhere for me to be directed to. First I'm honest with God, and then I leave it in His hands. God, I want to create the greatest cup of coffee that ever existed, and I got back on caffeine because I've been cranking out videos today. If you've been watching my videos like over the past few weeks, you're gonna see I'm wearing the same shirt. I made all these videos like back to back because I had so much stuff to talk about because I was back on some coffee. All right, after about a 3-month hiatus from coffee. All right. So just be honest with God about what you want. And it's either going to happen or it's not. You're either going to be molded into the person that can have it, or you're not, or it's going to be bad for you. And we don't know until we are honest with God. Okay, God, I would like this thing. What the problem is when we don't acknowledge God, when we try and go get that thing without acknowledging God, that's where it becomes a problem. And we can really get ourselves into some trouble when we don't acknowledge God and don't say, God, I want this thing. Can you help me get it? Think about God like a parent. God, like when your kids say, like, I want that ice cream cone, or I want this or that, you were like, I love you. You're my kid. I want to give you something good. But I realize if I let you do that right now, that's not going to be good for you. We're going to have to wait. Okay. We have boundaries. God is like, all right, you can, I see that you want that thing. All right. Let me change your course. Let me direct you towards that thing. It's going to be a couple years. Just leave it in my hands and trust me, and I'll bring it to fruition. And that's just kind of what I see. Be genuine with God, and God gets to, people like, why are we lying? God already knows. You can't hide from God. Like, I'm not at church. God doesn't know what I'm doing. Like, you can't hide from God. He already knows. He's like probably laughing at you when you're like, God's not going to find out I want that thing. You know? Like, God already knows, all right? So why are you even like pretending like you don't want that thing, all right? God, I want this. You may know it's bad and you're trying to like hide. Why don't you just be authentic? God, I want this thing that I know is really bad, all right? But I just can't stop wanting this thing. Is there a way that I could get that thing? Once we're like honest, like that gives God like permission to work, I guess, is what I've seen. Once I'm honest with what I want with God, God now takes over and gets to correct it. All right, you want whatever that thing is, like whatever you feel that you want, just be honest with God about it. Like, God, I would love to be a famous rock star, but I feel like that's not the Christian thing to do, or whatever, whatever it is. God could make you a famous Christian rock star. I don't know. So the thing is, I don't have all the answers. You don't have all the answers, but if you trust in the Lord, you got some answers that will be revealed to you. That's what I want to encourage you with, because this is how I live my life. This is something that's been impactful to me. And God, I feel like, is directing my paths when I do this. Maybe it's just the law of attraction, me believing that God is going to. But by believing, then I see manifested in real life that he does act that way. So that's what I want to share. Have a wonderful day.